Sometimes emergencies happen and you need to borrow some money, right, Catherine?
Yeah, and hopefully it's only sometimes. But yeah, sometimes.
In this video, we're going to be talking about 401k loans and how to use them the right way.
So what exactly is a 401k participant loan?
A 401k participant loan it's a loan against a participant's account balance coming out of a 401k plan. Okay, now then, although it can come from profit sharing money or safe harbor match or rollover or whatever.
Depending how your document is written.
Every sentence we say is should have an asterisk. You have to hear and see an invisible and silent asterisk that says, depending on your plan document. Okay, so, but a participant loan actually isn't an asset. It isn't money leaving the plan. Okay, because it is still part of the participant's account balance. Yes, some cash went to the participant.
You've made a loan to yourself.
You've made a loan to yourself.
There's a marker. You've made a loan to yourself, and when you pay it back, you're paying it back to yourself.
Your mileage may vary. Okay.
How does a 401k loan differ from other kinds of loans?
It's usually almost always paid for with payroll deduction. Okay, it's part of it doesn't count towards your limits. Okay, but most plan documents are set up so that it's paid every pay period with payroll deduction. Okay, the interest does go to yourself. All right, it is part of your gain in the plan. All right.
Though there could be some fees involved in it.
Well, there could be some fees. Yeah. But okay, we're not. But the interest does go back to you. There is a maximum number of months that you can have this, and it's 60 months. Again, whatever your document says, but it can't be more than 60 months. And you can only have, the statute says it's the lesser of $50,000 or 50% of your vested account balance, and account balances in the past 365 days reduced your total available. So you don't have that issue with, what is it, Capital One? Okay, what's in your wallet? All right, not a 401k loan.
Am I eligible to take a loan for my 401k plan?
Again, it depends on your plan document, but the usual requirements to be eligible to take a loan from a 401k plan is, one, to have a vested account balance, and two, to be an active employee. I have not seen I don't think it's legal for a plan sponsor to have in a plan document, these people can take participant loans and these people can't. Okay, that's not something I've seen. Basically, if loans are available in the plan and you're actively employed and you have a vested account balance, you should be eligible to take a loan.
What steps do I need to take out a 401k loan?
That is going to be very, very much record keeper dependent. Okay. Why are you giggling?
I'm just laughing that I'm asking you that question versus you're asking.
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have more job experience on actually doing this function. But so I'm waiting just to hear what the hell you say.
You have the specific knowledge. I am the judge. Do you want to answer this one, dear, then?
You want me to tell you?
Catherine, what steps do I need? Okay, because I've barely taken a couple about it.
Because when you had that as the question, you asked me for the form. Okay?
Catherine, what steps do most participants need to take out a 401k loan?
A majority of the plans are on record keepers that either have a online thing that can be filled out or a form that can be filled out. Maybe they have access to it. Maybe they need to talk to their HR person or their contact at their company. Just go, what's the next step? What should I do?
Right.
For people who aren't on record keepers in the traditional sense, there's a paper form you fill out. So start with the form, then give it to the right person, and then we go from there. And hey, quite frankly, we are the right person if you're our client.
Yes. In what emergency situations might a 401k loan be a viable option? An emergency situation that might make the loan a better option than a hardship is, medical expenses, home repairs, all right? Almost any emergency situation where you have the funds on the loan to cover your need are going to be better. A loan's going to be better than a hardship or an in-service distribution because you're paying yourself back. Any other way to take money out of the plan is going to be a taxable situation to you.
Yeah, and that is actually the big thing we've just finally gotten to is you take a distribution, you have a tax
Right,
consequence.
and you
if
take out a participant loan and get it paid back in time,
You're
there's
paying
no
yourself
taxes.
back.
There's some
Yep.
fees, but no taxes. How are most repayments schedules structured, dear?
per payroll.
Yes, per pay period,
and
maximum
a
of
period-
60 months?
Yep, yep. Most of the time you don't miss a paycheck. Well, if you're constantly getting a paycheck, you're missing a payment. If you miss a payment, then it depends on how long it is.
If the question is, what happens if I miss a payment? Okay, you make it up. All right. If you
Thank you,
no,
Dad.
no.
Thank
It
you,
says
Dad.
what happens if
I
I
know.
miss a payment.
Right.
Missing a payment, not the biggest deals, but it needs to be made up. All right. If you miss a quarter's worth of payments, not 25 cents worth of payments, but 3 months worth of payments, your loan goes into default and it's a taxable event. Whatever was outstanding is taxable for that year. So you want, yes, there's some correction methods and things like that, but missing a payment, not a big deal. Get caught up. Missing 3 months of payments, very, very taxable. It is coming out, generally coming out of somebody's paycheck. It is not pre-tax. Well, it's going into a pre-tax 401k plan. No.
You're paying it back after
You're paying
tax.
it back, okay? It is not pre-tax, okay? And it goes back into whatever sources the money came from. So if the loan came out of your profit sharing account, you don't repay the loan back into your 401k account. You pay it back into the source that the money came from. All right. Whether or not you're going to have an adjusted 401k deferral amount is completely up to you. They're not related events. Yes, they're coming out of your same paycheck at the same time, but having a participant loan does not automatically adjust your deferral. What are the potential risks and penalties associated with a 401k loan? All right, if it's paid back in time, none. Okay. All right, so what you might have as a risk, I'm going to classify this as a risk, is an opportunity loss. If you have a $200 a month loan payment, yes, I know we've been talking about per pay period. Okay, if you have a $200 a month loan payment and you reduce your deferral amount by $200 a month, you're having an opportunity loss. Okay, there you're not adding back to your 401k plan as quickly as you were before, because repaying a participant loan is not adding to your 401k plan. It's taking money from your participant loan, which is an asset, and moving it over into a different invested asset. All right, so making participant loan payments is not adding to your retirement plan account. Making 401k deferrals is. So if you're in a situation where you can keep deferring the same and make your participant loans, okay, you're basically have now added on an investment that has a guaranteed rate of return, and you're paying less interest than you would outside at a credit card. All right.
And you're paying the interest
But
for
then
yourself.
so the risk is, going back to the Reddit question, kind of, okay, the risk is if you are laid off, terminated, fired, whatever, their company goes bankrupt, and you can't pay the loan back in time, it becomes a distributable event.
So yeah, that has income for that year. So
Right.
if you had a $40,000 loan, you have a $40,000.
Well, not your original
the
loan
balance.
amount, what's
Well,
outstanding.
what's outstanding.
Right. There aren't really any penalties associated with an unpaid participant loan. There's fees. Okay, people are doing extra work. They got to get paid for the extra work. But there aren't really. It's not really a penalty.
Well, though there's the 10% early withdrawal penalty, right?
No, you don't get.
You don't have to pay that.
Yeah,
back?
you do. Yes, it is. Yeah, no, it is. It is an excise tax. Yeah, I guess that's a penalty.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
is a penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
You took it out early. Bring it home, Christopher.
If you want to learn more about participant loans, because who doesn't, check out the link in the description. And thank you very much for watching. You know what you have to do. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. And
Drink your bourbon.
Drink your bourbon. All right. We want to hear from you. And if you have a very specific question to ask us, let us know at sales@hunterbenefits.com. We've actually got a couple of those, so that's been very cool. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to keep those cards and letters coming.
Toodaloo.